All right, guys, it's Captain Daniel Kim. And today's video, I'm going to talk about how to get a date for the holidays, aka Christmas and New Year's. So the holidays are coming up, right? We got Christmas and we got New Year's. So it's interesting, right? The holidays in Asia, Christmas is more like a dating kind of environment where if you don't have a date, you do feel really, really lonely. In America, it's more about family, environment, all that stuff. But New Year's, right? Here's a big thing about New Year's, right? I always wanted to have a New Year's date or a New Year's kiss. It was a thing that I always strive for. I always went out, spent exorbitant amounts of money to get a date during New Year's, or even try to. I'll tell you a funny story. I even booked a, a penthouse suite in Trump Towers one time, and I invited these girls out from Colorado to New York to celebrate New Year's, and I didn't even get a New Year's kiss. And what I realized why I struggle so much during New Year's, and it's so funny, right? Because you know during the year I actually have all these dates. I actually have girls I'm dating, and then it's always during New Year's and Christmas. Uh, I always end up losing them, and I realized what is the key to actually not lose the dates you have before Christmas and New Year's. But the biggest thing is how to even keep, or I guess how to find a girl for New Year's and Christmas. And here's the answer: stop trying, stop looking, let go of all expectations. And what does that mean? I'm like, what are you talking about? You're supposed to teach me the ways to get girls. Yeah, tactically, I can teach you the ways, right? But when I teach men how to date women, right, in their lives, right, I teach them how to attract women in the first place, right? Keeping is a different story because keeping means you as a human being, she has to be attracted to you consistently, right? And usually Christmas and the holidays, we put a lot of emphasis on it. It means our relationship going to the next level. You introduce your family, friends. So that's the next step on that. But the issue is don't force a relationship to be special during special holidays because you feel like the world says it is, right? And I think that's the biggest thing, right? Once we put labels or meaning behind everything in life, we start putting certain expectations in all these things, right? We start putting, how do we say, more meaning, more responsibilities. Like, here's an example, right? When put a title on a boyfriend, girlfriend, yet you expect something to come from that title. But like, for example, like a lot of people get into relationships and they cheat. And I don't get why get into a relationship if you are gonna cheat or if you have the tendency to cheat or if you want to cheat. Just don't go into a relationship. It hurts the person less. Even though like I would have been in a situation where I wasn't exclusive with a girl, but she assumed it was, and ended up the people who I was dating at the time got really hurt. But I'm not saying what I didn't do was wrong. I think I should have been more clear cut so nobody got hurt. But also I didn't cheat, right? I think cheating is so wrong because you made a commitment, stay loyal to someone. But like that's what I'm saying. I think in life a lot of people put meaning behind certain things to make it more meaningful, right? I think there's a famous book called Man's Search for Meaning, right? But I was also telling my friend about this, right? He goes back and forth this all the time. So he wants a relationship. So he's in a relationship right now, but he's thinking about breaking up. And I told him, hey man, every time we have a bro talk, when you're single, you always say you want to be in a relationship, it'll make you more stable, and do everything. And I told him, whatever decision you make 6 months from now, don't ever regret like, hey, I should have stayed with her, or hey, I should have broke up with her, right? I think because every time we say once we have this, we put a meaning behind the goal. Like once we have this goal achieved, life will be good. But isn't life all about a journey in terms of, like, we all say this all the time, but it's about up and down, enjoying the process, everything like that. But I told him that the best way actually to get through a breakup, I said, if you're gonna go through a breakup, I said, if you make the decision to go break up, come to Thailand, we'll train and everything like that. When you're as a man, this is just my, experience. I remember when I was going through a breakup, when you're like, so I worked out like 3 times a day. I call it the Andrew Tate breakup, where I literally trained 3 times a day. So I didn't think about her, think about the girl. All I did was train. So I remember I did morning cardio, then I did Muay Thai, and then I did lifting. Or I did lifting and then Muay Thai at night. So what that led to was like I was just dead tired, right? Yeah, and there's days when I did think about her, but it was not days, it was like hours. Because every time I'm thinking about her, oh shoot, I gotta go train. Every time I gotta do this, I gotta go train. So every time I train, I'm dead tired, I'm sweating, so I wouldn't think about her, right? So what I'm saying is when we put meanings behind, like, it's a good problem to have, right? The fact that we could think about like having meaning in life. Oh, like having a special girlfriend. Which girl do I want to be special in my life? All this stuff. And the fact that your last worry during the holidays is to have a girlfriend, right? It's not about having food at the table, meeting up with your family, having the plane ticket to go. And I'm sorry if you're watching this, you have that issue. Like, I'm not trying to like say I'm just talking about the people who want a relationship during the holidays. I'm like don't like if you're not getting women right now besides the holidays, you're not going to get a woman just for the holidays. And the thing is, you're actually going to repel women more because you're trying so hard to get women, right? You're feeling actually lonelier. You're actually making it a big deal to have a girlfriend during the holidays. And I always tell my clients who work with me, I'm like, stop. Like I actually had another talk with another client, and he said, like, I'm gonna take a break because basically he started with 0 girls, and now he has dated enough women in his life. In like almost a year, he dated so many women. And when he first worked with me, I wouldn't say he was desperate. I would say he was a little desperate. Desperate in the sense that he's going to take massive action, right? He took massive action. You just listen to everything I said. And then he started getting girls now. And we had a recent coaching call because I've been coaching him for a while. And he said, yeah, I think I'm going to take a break. And I told him, bro, like he's basically approaching 50 next year and he's 49 years old. I said, hey man, when you first worked with me, you said you want to make this change permanent. You want to for sure be an attractive man who always get girls in life, right? So now that you're getting that, right? You're getting that, and he's starting to shift where he's not ashamed of working with a dating coach and ashamed of having the skills of a dating person. So, oh shit. So what I was trying to say is, he wants to stop dating because he wants to stop learning how to be attractive because he already had his fill. He says, I need to focus on my business and my career and my other things in my life. And I said, hey, here's the thing. I'm all for a client who has things going on in his life to focus on, things in his life that it can be detrimental if you don't focus on it, right? Like money. If you have 0 money, you should not be learning how to date because money takes time and resources, right? But I told him, you kind of have everything going right now. And I said, let me ask a question for you. Would you ever take a break from making money? Would you ever take a break from taking care of your parents? Would you ever take a break from working out or, taking care of your health? Would you ever take a break from your career? He's like, no. I mean, like maybe I'll take a foot off the gas a little bit, but yeah, so basically I was talking to my client and I kind of mentioned that like, would you ever take a break in terms of being your career, your family or nothing like that? And he's like, no. So I'm like, why are you taking a break from game, from being attractive? And he said, well, I feel like, if I focus on other things like that, but yeah, I get it. But here's the thing. And then I told him the reason why you want to take a break from being attractive in game and all that stuff is because that is not part of your identity. Because, for example, if your identity is a career like a doctor, a lawyer, a businessman, or all family man, all that stuff, your duty, there's a certain duty that comes with that, right? You have to do that stuff no matter what. You don't take a break from it. Like you might do less work or whatever, more work, but as a father, if you become a father, you have to do your duties as a father. You can't just neglect your child. If your body is like healthy like mine, like I'm a guy who goes to the gym every day, I go to the gym every day no matter what's the deal. I don't take a break from the gym. It's my happy place. So same thing with game. I told him, you can't take like a break off game. You're either always attractive or you're just not. And most of my clients, they're not attractive, but they're acting attractive. And that's what get results in the first place. But for you to be a being, to become a man who's attractive, you actually have to be a person, a man who attracts women into your life. You have to be, your way of being is attractive. You're confident, you're sexy, you're all this stuff. You can't just turn it, switch on and off. You're always on. So you know how I know this from personal experiences? People say I'm always a flirt. They always say I'm a fuckboy. They say I'm a playboy, all this stuff. But I'm not a playboy. I mean, so if I dated no women, am I a playboy? Right? But I just have that aura. I'm a flirt. I never was like this. I used to be a guy who was overweight and called ugly and all stuff. But all of a sudden, I'm attractive. I'm a playboy. I attract women. I even took a 6-month hiatus of celibacy where I wasn't doing anything but dating women. Right? I wasn't dating women. Actually, no. I was doing nothing. I was doing everything except dating women. That's what I mean. So what I'm saying is like, if your way of being becomes flirting, the way of being becomes attractive, the way of you being is that women find you attractive, then now you can like take a break, but you're never really taking a break because that's who you are. Your natural tendencies is to always flirt. So, if you're right now alone on Christmas and alone for New Year's, and most likely, bro, it's not gonna change in a week. Like most likely, yeah, there's miracles that happen, but this ain't a movie. Life ain't a movie, right? Life's a documentary series, you know what I mean? And there's always a sequel and a prequel and everything like that. So what I'm trying to say is, if you're not attractive now, instead of focusing on, oh, like for Christmas and New Year's I'm going to try a girlfriend, how about just always have girls in your life, or have a girlfriend consistently? Like, always know that you are a man who's capable of having a girlfriend, because that's just who you are. Always know that as a man. Like, to be honest, if I really want to date on Christmas, I could get a date on Christmas. I could really be like, hey, come here, blah blah. But the thing is, don't make it a big deal, right? I just go out, maybe I go approach a girl on the street, I'll go online dating, or DM a girl, but hey, what are you planning for Christmas? And I just get her out, just hey, no pressure, let's just go out. I'm actually go to a blah blah and do a Christmas thing. So like, what I'm saying is, if you become a man who always is attractive, always dates women in your life, and always have women in your life, then you don't have to try so hard, and it has to be such a big deal. So I hope this really helps, guys. This is, what I've been working on for the past 10 to 15 years to really get to this point where I became a man who's attracted, and this is my identity, and I know I could do the same for you. So please subscribe, guys. I hope you watch these videos. Please like, comment, and everything like that. And like I said, check out my website to make sure you get a coaching call with me and talk about what's actually going on, see if I can help you out. Captain Daniel out.